well you guys can see it. It's actually sitting level now. I think that's going to work. That's going to work. And I might be able to even, yeah, I think I'll be able to even make the connections back here. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things. And what we're trying to make right now is Revell's 1971 Mach 1 Mustang. And this is for the Blue Ox Model Shop's Street Machine Group build. And last time we came to the realization, or at least I came to the realization, that we needed to get the motor down lower in the engine compartment, in the chassis, just so we've got a little bit more room to work with. It was starting to get really tight in here in the engine compartment, and we just need to make some room. And what we finally came up with was kind of a twofold solution. We ended up, one, just sanding down or shaving down, let's come down here, shaving down the underside of the steering rack here, or at least the center link and the tie rods. Just shaved it down. You're gonna see that anyway once we paint it. And then so that just gave us a little bit of clearance. And then what's gonna really give us our clearance, or at least I'm hoping so, we're gonna see here in a second, is we're gonna use these pegs where it used to mount, where the spindles used to mount. We got these pegs here that used to mount right in there, which is what is now white, which is now just styrene. So if you saw yesterday, I put styrene in there, and now I've gone ahead and just sanded it all smooth to the shape of the piece here. So now that peg can't actually go in the notch. So let's see how this works. Now when we put this in place, I'm just gonna hold it in place. I don't wanna glue it just yet because I need to paint this up and whatnot. But let me try to hold this in place here. These are gonna mount here. I think, right now, the 2 points where it mounts here and here, I'm going to leave those loose for the moment. Those would actually just flex in there. I could actually place those in. But we can see, yeah, we can see now, or hopefully you can see, let me see if I can get enough light for you, where's something I can point with? Here's my needle nose. This peg here is now just sitting on top of this. So I can make my glue point, instead of being in the notch, be on top of the notch. And that gives us, I think, what I'm hoping is the clearance we're going to need. So I'm going to kind of hold this, and then let's take the motor. Oh, I do want to mention, I actually fixed up the driver's side plug wires. For me, putting this in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, I knocked all the plug wires loose. So I went ahead and fixed that. So I want to kind of be careful. I don't want to have to fix it again. So let me be careful putting this in, that I don't rub those up against stuff. We should have. That already slid in there a little easier. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Oh, I think I just lost. Did I just lose my lower? Oh, I just lost my lower camera. So let's make sure we look up here. I don't know what's going on with the lower camera, so let's look up top, which is fine. We got backup cameras. Let me see if I can put it. Yeah, this is fitting, I think, much deep. Oh, yeah, way deeper. Oh, but this has completely come loose. Hold on. I've got this way pushed out. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. That's where it would be. And yeah, the motor is actually sitting. I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's actually sitting level now. I think that's going to work. That's going to work. And I might be able to even, yeah, I think I'll be able to even make the connections back here on the steering box and whatnot. Just take the plastic and bend it up ways. It's, good enough. But no, the motor is sitting fully level now. So I think that's going to give us all the space we need. Let me get this motor out of here before I start knocking the plug wires loose again. I really don't have to go in and fix that again. Let me make sure. Oh, I did knock one loose. Oh, actually two. So the first two I'm going to have to fix up again, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll fix those again, and then we'll actually, I think, be able to install the motor, which is kind of exciting. So this weekend, I'll have plenty of time this weekend. It's so hard during the week to get things done. That's why the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday updates, they steadily get less and less and less because it gets harder and harder and harder to get work done on this during the week. And then we come back on Monday and we have our big updates. But all I need to do is tie up the brake lines. So we've got our brake lines here, just need to be tied up. Oh, and I've got to put in the power cable, or the positive cable, the power cable coming from the starter to the starter solenoid And then I'm going to install the motor. It's going in. I'm getting those plug wires fixed back up so then I can install it and I don't have to worry about them anymore. Because every time I pull this out, it kind of yanks them. Yeah, they came back loose. And every time you have to refix them, it gets harder and harder because you're just kind of building up a little bit of glue in there. And these little plug-ins are so fragile. So I'll fix it one more time and hopefully that'll be the last time. We'll get our fitting on our lower radiator hose and then we'll get this installed because I'm going to all I really need to do now is paint the front end piece here. Yeah, just get a final paint on it. It's all marred up. I need to actually go in and kind of sand it smooth a little bit again because it's just from all the handling it's gotten banged around and whatnot. And I got to be real careful. I shaved these down so thin that these are kind of fragile. I'm afraid if I'm not paying attention, I'm going to break one of these off because it's just so thin right there. So I got to be real careful with that. But that's also going to allow me, I think, to bend these down, or in this case, up to where they need to go to fully mount in on their pegs, which will be nice because that'll hold them in place too. So that's going to work out. But yeah, I need to get this smoothed up. And then I think I'll add just a little bit of weathering. I would think with driving these areas would probably take a little bit of, I don't know, rock damage, and maybe you went over a speed bump that was a little too tall or something. You scrape it up. So I'll do all that and then get it installed. We'll get the motor installed finally. And then once that's installed, I can easily put in what'll go first, the rear end, because we already got the sway bar in. So the rear end with the drive shaft. Oh, I gotta put a soft line going to the rear end here. I've got to mount this hard line too for the rear brakes. Rear end, drive shaft, exhaust, and then the chassis will be done, which will be great because then all that's left, because our interior is done, I can finish working on the body, which is just a little bit of light sanding. We've got like a base coat here. It's going to take just a little light sanding, which had already started, and then it's clear. We've got our base down. I just need to do a little wet sanding on it, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And then we'll put our clear down, and then it'll get, polishing and all that stuff will go down for the body, and that'll be all that's left to be done. Upper radiator hose. That'll apparently be the last thing. Oh, and we'll have to put in our front, or not front, all four wheels and tires. And I should mention, because our wheels and tires are just going to come mount here. We're going to have, actually what's going to happen is our brakes are going to mount here. Now, we've pushed them down, and our fronts were already a little low because we're probably going to have to adjust our back tires. If we remember right, our rake was we were sagging in the back. We didn't have really the stance we wanted, but this is going to push our fronts even lower. So we might have to, we'll just cheat them up a little bit. And actually they're going to go this way. We'll cheat them up a little bit like so, if we need to, or we can kind of cheat them. That's what with this, because it's not really a true spindle with a wheel nut through there and all that. This is just how the model is, just a flat piece of plastic. So we can kind of cheat it wherever we want for the front to get our stance right. And I think what we'll do is we'll play that off of the back, because the back is a solid axle and it's going to kind of be, it is what it is, kind of. And so we'll adjust the front to get our stance how we want it. But anyways, we're going to be real close to that on Monday. So make sure and come back Monday to see what I hope is pretty much the chassis complete. I'm going to really try to get that done. Weekends of a lot of family time, but I can stay up a little later. So I work, later into the night when people have, the rest of the family, the wife and the daughter have gone to sleep. I kind of stay up and work, and I can get a lot done on this. So hopefully we'll have pretty much the full chassis done on Monday. So join me for that. But thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think down in the description. I think we're close. I'm ready to have it done. I'm not going to lie. I'm ready to start painting clear. I really am. So let me know what you think down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
gotta find